What's up, guys? This is the RC Nerd, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing around with the Arrma voltage. I'm going to want to do a drive with it today. Want to take it out and have some fun. But first thing I need to do is actually fix the servo. As you should be able to see and hear, the truck turns left just fine. But if I turn it to the right, you can hear the servo is just not happy. So that means that there's a gear that has been stripped, and I'm going to try and replace it with one of the gears from this servo, because they do share the same gears. But you can see this one, the splines broke off of the output gear. So I'm hoping that it'll be a different gear broken from each servo, and between the two I can make one good one. First thing I'm going to have to do is get this servo out of here. Just going to grab a screwdriver and unscrew the screws that hold in the servo. There's only two of them on this truck. I don't know why they use two instead of four, but they do. Matter of fact, it looks like it's already loose. I'm guessing the servo taps broke. Next thing we gotta do is pull off the servo saver. Alright, servo saver's off, and the servo should be free now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a pull. And it's out. Remove the other screw that's meant to hold in the servo now. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the new case. Or, this case, because it's in better shape. Go ahead and unplug this from the speed control receiver unit. Set that aside. And we can take a look at the servos themselves. Alright, first thing to do is to crack them both open. So let me get the bottom part of the servo saver off. Should just slide right off of there. There we go. Open her up. Take a look, see what's going on here. Okay. Now one of these gears is apparently stripped. Kind of wondering which one it is. Oh, that sucks. Unfortunately, the gear that broke on this servo, you can see there's a couple of teeth missing there. And it's the same gear that broke on this one. That sucks. That means that I can't use this gear now. It does me no good because they're both broken. So I'm going to have to find a different method. I'm just going to go ahead and put these back as they are for now. And I'll have to grab a spare gear. Not gear, servo. Well, seeing as how I'm not fixing that 2075, I'm just going to go ahead and throw in this S3003 Futaba servo. I just got it laying around. And it looks like the splines actually are exactly the same as Traxxas. I always forget if they're the same. Which ones are the same, So, this one also has the tabs on it. It's not really that strong of a servo, but this really isn't that big of a truck, so I'm not too worried about it. Dad was using it as his steering servo for his Traxxas Rustler before, and that's got way heavier tires than this does. Alright, that's in. You can route the cable, which is way too long for this chassis. It's kind of a weird design where they do this whole chassis, but you really don't need a long servo wire. Advantage is if it breaks, the servo wire. It's an easy fix. But I'd rather have somewhere to put it so that it just doesn't break in the first place. I'm going to put this excess on the other side, I think. Alright, and that should keep it fairly safe. So, next I just got to reinstall the servo saver and we should be good to go. First thing I got to do is actually center this servo. Alright, that should be perfectly centered now. This gets tricky. I should have done it a little bit differently. Probably. but we'll make it work. So these servo sabers are kind of weird. You have to put this little spline adapter into it. And then you've got this piece that kind of has little pegs on it. You can see those little pegs that line up in those holes. And then you have to somehow hold it together and get it back onto the servo while the wheels are perfectly centered. And this is where it starts to get annoying. In fact, I think it may even be easier to remove the servo and then put it on. Alright, I just slipped on that little spline adapter off camera, just making life a little bit easier. And now, let me see, I have to put it on this way. And I have to get that to line up. And then I have to find a way to push it down with like my screwdriver maybe. There we go. Somehow I managed to get that on. And now I just have to do the bottom piece of the servo saber, and that's really going to be a really big pain in the butt. Alright, well, I fiddled with that for a while, and I just about managed to get the part to finally drop into place. Now I have to put the screw in without messing this all up, or else it's going to make me feel terrible. Alright. And it's fitting into the servo spline. Or the servo gear, the top of it anyway. Alright. Now that's on. We can go ahead and put on our links again. Just kind of snap it into place. Like so. Boom. That is the servo changed out. So one more thing I want to try out. I got these larger tires on the rear of this, which are way better than the stock tires that came with this. I have another pair of them. I want to put them on the front, see how it looks and handles. So I'm going to go grab some of those. Here we go. This one, it looks like the plastic's actually been worn out. I actually was using a washer with it to keep it from going through, which is fine. That does work, so not too worried about that. I'm just going to go ahead and get off the old tires. Another thing, this is a two-wheel drive, so even if the nuts don't hold perfectly on the front of this thing, it shouldn't be the end of the world. There's nothing really seriously wrong with the old wheels. It's just that they're kind of small. The problem is the inner diameter of the wheels is so small that when you turn and you have full steering, you end up rubbing against the A-arm. The rim ends up rubbing against the A-arm either on one side or the other. I'll show you kind of what I mean in a second. And the transmitter does have a steering dual rate, so you can fix that really easily. It's annoying that we can't just have the full steering. Like, you can kind of see what happens is this ends up at full lock. It starts hitting the screw, and on the backside, well, it doesn't have as much trouble as on the backside, but on this side it does. And it's because these are actually 2.2-inch rims, and then the rest of the tire is just really tall to make up for it. So versus this, where you can see how much wider how much larger the actual rim itself is, and then even at full lock steering, I'm just nowhere close to hitting that. So that's the one downside to those tires. They're really good otherwise. They actually steer pretty well. I just wish they would make the same thing but on a larger rim, so you'd get all this, the full steering radius out of it. But no matter, I will just put on these El Cheapo ones I've got laying around. Came from an Exceed RC Infinitive, if anyone was wondering. It's not a truck that I really ever enjoyed too much. Well, I enjoyed it the first 2 weeks, and after that it was a disaster. But the tires are inexpensive, and I already have them from that truck, so I can just put them on whatever I want, and it'll be fun. And I just launched some random stuff everywhere from my desk. Alright, that's set up now. Pretty nice. Don't like that they're green, but that's something I'm going to have to live with for now. What's this fence look like? Actually pretty good, I like it. I ordered up a couple of blue monster truck bodies for it. So, they're actually, like, they're not the Arrma monster truck bodies. They're I got them from Red Cat. So I got a couple of those, and they're almost the exact same size as this body. So I'm thinking they should be able to fit on there really easily. And I guess I'm basically converting my little stadium truck Arrma Voltage into a granite, basically, instead of a Fazon. So, because it's really the same truck except for the wheels and tires, and the bodies are different. Anyway, enough talking. Let's just go out and have some fun with this thing. Alright, we made it here. Recording this on my budget Vivitar action camera. Dad's already down in the field, tearing it up down there. Just gotta get my truck started up now. I'm excited to see how it handles. Turn on the transmitter. Turn on the ESC. Ooh, it turns tight. Uh-oh, I'm upside down. Oh, saved it. This thing steers pretty well, dang. I just remembered I might not even have my dual rate all the way up. Oh, my steering dual rate is all the way up. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think my steering's a little caught up. Donuts! See what's going on here. Yep, just overextended a little bit. As I said, I do have a new body on the way because this one's a little beat up. Those tires just do not have the rolling mass for it. Oh, that didn't sound good. He nosedived that one. Yeah, he's cut on his wheelie bar now. There we go. Uh-oh. I think I'm just going to putt around with this thing on the blacktop a little bit. Well, the action cam decided to die me, so we're back on my regular phone. Probably looks just as good anyway. Man, I tell you, for a little $100 10 scale stadium truck, this thing's pretty fun. You can get this on eBay for $100 brand new. It's ridiculous. Let's see if we can get some jumps in here. Oh, nice! I hope the camera caught that one. Ooh. Man. See if we can get some cool jumping shots from here. Try it out. There you go.
Is that brush?
Yeah. That is pure $100 lightweight 20 mile per hour awesomeness right there.
Oh, did I
I can't jump it properly. But man, front flips with this thing are just a piece of cake. Let's see if I can get some cool shots of the underside of the truck as it's flying over the camera. Oh, that's gotta be cool. Oh, I almost took out my camera. Oh, goodness. You guys know what that piece is? That piece of junk right there? It's the front of my body. Look at that. Clean, torn off. Should go something a little like that, of course. Just gone now. We'll be getting a new body for it soon. I want to check out some of these clips that I'm getting. They look pretty cool. Hopefully I'm getting some good ones. Yeah, I tell you, we're just having way too much fun out here. Dad's trying to run his truck into curbs. Not that unusual. That playground's technically supposed to be closed. There are signs saying to not play on it. Uh-oh. Guess who's doing the walk of shame? Guess who's doing the walk of shame out there? Yay. You can self-right that. Dad, let's make this a bit of a competition, shall we? Alright, guys. Doing donuts. Arrma voltage, brushed, 20 mile per hour. Aftermarket, Exceed RC wheels and tires. Or Traxxas Rustler VXL. Trenchers on the rear, 4x4 Rustler tires up front. See who wins. You want to go for it? Look at that pizza cutter. Nice. Alright, let's see what the Arrma can do. Dude, that holds a perfect donut. Alright guys, let us know in the comments below who you think won that competition. Which of us did better donuts? Oh gosh, he's throwing rocks at me. Camera's gone blurry. He's gone.
Expect you to move.
I thought. Oh no.
I was going full throttle. throttle.
I didn't realize I was trying to get out your way. I thought you were headed straight for my truck.
No, I wasn't going to hit your
I was
truck.
parked right over here. I went forward thinking he was flying across the field. I thought he was on course for my truck, so I tried to drive forward and move out the way. Caused the collision instead. What, bro? You sheared that stupid pin?
No, the pin's in there.
Oh, half of it's in there. Half of it's in the caster block up here, and the other half is down here.
Oh, that sucks.
All right.
That's one of my... No, it's not. Which one is that?
That's just the Traxxas pin. All right, let's steal one from our rustler and get you back out here. Unfortunately, that does happen sometimes.
Where's the...
You're out here beating on your trucks really hard. You break things. Should have got it on camera. This thing, that was a ridiculous impact. That was full throttle. Check it out. Here's one part of the pin. The other side's still in the steering knuckle. Here you go. Only slightly bent pin.
I need a...
Ooh, that beat up the steering knuckle there, didn't it?
Yep.
It'll be fine. You know
Is
what?
that RPM?
Probably. You guys should see this. That's nothing. Check this out. Cracked right in half. Well, the bottom half is anyway. It's been like that for probably a good year or so. I don't know. But I'm telling you, the way we drive these things, they take a ridiculous beating. It's impressive they don't break more. That's why we put RPM on it so much. It's amazing. I hit stuff all the time with mine. I guess sometimes you just get unlucky. Those pins do wear out. Especially because, sadly, these stupid Traxxas pins don't seem the greatest. They like to bend a lot.
I thought there was aftermarket ones for this.
I found some STRC pins.
Yeah.
And they actually were worse.
Really?
In like 3 months, they just
Good
sheared
Lord,
right
this
off.
thing is bent like crazy.
I used to try to straighten my pins. Now I just gave up on that. I just live with bent pins because I know as soon as I straighten it, I'm going to go hit a jump and bend it straight up again. More shot of the old pin. You can see exactly what happened. It just sheared off, and that whole whole corner of the truck just fell off because of it. Means my truck's down a pin because we stole one, but that gets Dad back up and running, so we should be good to go. Straightens it right up. Ow! That didn't look good. I thought you meant the gear cover.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's a lip on that curb over there. I'm telling you guys, this hobby doesn't have to be all that expensive. Oh man. As Kevin Talbot would say, footage! 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 There we go. Uh-oh, I broke something. You guys see what's going on there? Uh-oh, I'm gonna break something else. Do you see it? How about now? What went down here? Oh man, what? Come on, Arrma. This is the one part on this truck that is not very durable. I don't know what Arrma's done with their shocks, but they just need to make normal shocks. They need to stop doing whatever they're doing with these. They are not good. The problem is this like is a shock cap, which would normally be up top. Like there's still a shock cap up top, but that just allows you to get like the spring off. So it's acting more as a shock brace, and then to actually like put oil in it and stuff, you go down here. And apparently this has popped out on me, so now I'm gonna have junk in my shocks, but I'm gonna have to go fix that. That really sucks. Also looks like I lost my body clips again. They keep popping out. Any chance I can find the body washer? Oh. There it is. Alright guys, I think I'm going to call it a video. It's been tons of fun. Dad and I are just going to go ahead and finish off our packs. I'm going to have to fix the shock on this thing now. I hope this did entertain you guys for a while. So if you enjoyed, be sure to like down below. And don't forget to tell us who won the donut competition. And I will see you all in another video. Bye!